Welcome to Boys, episode 156. Seems like only yesterday we were sitting in these chairs, cutting an intro.
You know, it does. Time flies, man.
Well, we have a really special episode, as I like to say. Catchphrase. We have a really special episode next week. It's a special Father's Day episode. We got two very important men on the show. We won't go into detail on who those men are.
No, but it's a Father's Day episode.
It's a special Father's Day episode of Boys. But this week, we also have a very special episode. We have Randy Heyer, three-peat. This is his third time on the show, I believe.
Wow. Is this our first three-peat?
I think it's our first three-peat.
Okay.
He is in a new band called Chat Pile with some other friends of ours. And they just put out a new EP. You can check it out, chatpile.bandcamp.com. It's heavy, it's brooding, it's scary, it's sinister, it's dark.
I suggest listening to it in your car at night. Turn it up as loud as you can possibly get without blowing your speakers.
Right. On the verge.
On the verge of blowing them speaks, and just drive down like a side road.
I don't want to blow my speakers because, man, installing a new set of 6x9s is just a real PITA, if you know what I mean.
Oh, your Rockford Fosgates?
Yeah, I am. Actually, Kicker,
Kickers?
Alpine,
Yeah.
Kenwood, Rockford Fosgate, all the classics. We'll talk about I want to talk to Randy about my experience with the EP. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And we'll get into all that in a moment. But first, some advertisements. BoysPodcast.com. It's a hub of all things boys. There you will find links to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as a golden donate button. If you like what you hear week after week, send us a few bucks. Again, that's BoysPodcast.com.
Boys is available on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify. Check us out on Spotify. I'm excited about that one. I know I keep talking a lot about it.
Now, let me tell you, if you want to find us on Spotify, search Boys Podcast, all one word. It's something with our RSS feed. Wouldn't put a space in there, so just do Boys Podcast.
I think it's cool that way anyway.
Sure. And you pull us up, subscribe, follow. I don't know what you do on Spotify. Listen. You listen.
Yeah, you like it. Yeah, I guess it's kind of a subscription service, judicial system. It's like that. Leave a review on iTunes, helps us rise up to the ranks. Lets the fine folks at Apple know we're doing great.
Yeah, we're doing something.
Yeah, subscribe everywhere that you can subscribe. And like Robbie said on that webpage, that donate button, click on it.
Email us, boys@boyspodcast.com. Throw your physical address in the bottom of your message. We'll send you some free stickers. Got a round of stickers going out. Thank you all to who have emailed. You know, send us a question. Send us some feedback, comments, criticism, concerns.
Dick pics.
Let us know. None of those. I've got plenty. My inbox is brimming with penis pics.
Brimming.
Yeah. Send us an email.
Yeah.
We might read it on the air.
Thank you to our sponsors, Anthem, anthembrewing.com. Great beers, great people, great fun. Bison.
Anthem, real quick, Anthem Brewing is great when you're listening to your buddy's new EP. Crack an Anthem, put on your buddy's new EP.
Do a little studio listen.
Give it a listen.
Fat Bison, fatbison.com, maker of great wooden signs and furniture. He actually just reposted a photo that I took of my mom and dad's table that he made.
Beautiful.
For them.
Beautiful table.
To let people know, hey, bitches, I make furniture. Check them out, fatbison.com. Champion Vintage OKC on Instagram for all of your vintage wares. Champion Vintage OKC.
Lastly, thank you for the donations, the feedback, the listening, and most importantly, telling of a friend. That's what it's all about. Tell a friend. You like us? Tell a friend. Screw the donation. Tell a friend. We won't be bought or sold, but we will be listened to with the help of you. Now on with the show. All right, we're here with Randy Heyer.
Hello.
You are our first three-peat. This is your third time on Boys.
Nice.
Yeah, first and only. First and only.
2 more, we can get the 5-timers club going.
Oh, get the jackets.
And technically, I've been on 4 times now, but
oh yeah, because of the live,
episode,
the lost live episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's true. We were just talking. Robbie and I were just talking about that the other day. About one of our favorite parts of that episode was doing the impressions, and I almost totally forgot that we made you guys do impressions. They were great though.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
Yeah.
Do you remember the impressions that you did?
I don't. I do remember making a lot of MAGA jokes and stuff. And
Yes,
so
you did.
maybe it's best that it's lost in time.
Right.
But I mean, I was clearly being satirical, I think. But like, yeah.
I think it went over as satire for sure. Well, thanks for coming back, man.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure to sit down with you. We got a lot to get into tonight. But I want to start it out with something I saw on your Instagram story today. And that is Sean Peel, past Boys Guest, VHS and Chill. I think it's at VHS and Chill on Instagram. He's spearheading this free Blockbuster. Now, what is this? Because I saw the old newspaper rack, and I kind of think I know what it is.
Yeah.
But what is it?
I mean,
It's a super cool idea.
Yeah. Maybe you know better than me, but I think it's like something that somebody in California started, and he was talking about how you have to get the permission or something to actually like do this, like brand it this way or whatever. But it's essentially just like an old newsstand that he has painted Blockbuster colors, and it's like free Blockbusters, what freeblockbuster.org maybe is what it says.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's kind of like that, the yellow obelisk that's also on 16th Street. That's like a
Free
like
library?
a lending library type thing.
I've
you
seen
know?
that. That's in a lot of neighborhoods too. Like I know on 24th Street they have one over there, kind of that, like right behind Pump Bar. Those houses over there. There's one in there too. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
But yeah, it's, I mean, so you put, I mean, there's a lot of VHS in there, but you could put any kind of like, I mean, movie media in there. And especially now, since
Instructional videos.
It's basically not worth anything. You know?
Yeah.
Like you could take it to a store and get like 10 cents.
If that.
Vintage stock or whatever for like
do they
a Blu-ray.
Oh, right.
You know, like some places will really bend you over.
Yeah, we have a friend over here. He's a business owner, and he was just talking about that. He's like, man, I just had a garage sale. And I was left over with all these VHS tapes, and can I get any money for those? Are those worth anything, man?
We were both like, nah, man.
You can put them in that free Blockbuster.
Yeah. If you find like, I guess like a choice VHS,
Something
you could
rare.
Probably sell it.
And not those fucking
from what
Disney
Sean has
clamshells.
talked about. Well, from what Sean has talked about, there's like, there's like conventions, like of all, like, just everybody with VHS collection shows up, and they like will sell certain VHS tapes for like a lot of money. And a lot of those people don't like Sean because Sean just shows up with more VHS tapes than everybody else does. And he's just like, why are you guys selling this VHS for $50? You give me $5, I'll give you the same exact one. Yeah.
He goes in and
It's
floods
under
the market.
siege too, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
So, Randy, you're a VHS collector of sorts, I would say.
Yeah, I'm more in the past than now.
Okay.
But
What's your most valuable? I'm going to ask you two questions. A, most valuable that you know of.
whoa, like
my most
monetary ones?
valuable
Okay.
VHS tape is this horror movie that is fucking terrible called The Supernaturals. And it's about these rebel soldier like zombies that come to life and attack like these troops that are like in training, doing a training thing or something in the South. And it's only famous because it has Nichelle Nichols and LeVar Burton
Oh, okay.
in it, and
Cool.
it was never released on DVD. So it's worth a lot. The tape is, but it's like fucking terrible.
What are we talking? How much scratch you think that fetches?
I mean, it probably isn't worth as much as it was when I found it like 10 years ago for $1 or whatever. But at the time, it was worth like 90. I could get like $90 for it.
Not bad.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
For an outdated like media platform.
Like a terrible movie at that. I mean,
Right.
it just has certain things that make it valuable, I guess.
Right.
$60 used on eBay.
Okay. So the market's coming down a bit.
Supernaturals,
But hey,
yeah.
$60 for a single VHS,
that
like
you bought for $1?
yeah, that's
Totally.
quite a return on investment.
Yeah.
If you're looking to sell.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2, most prized VHS.
You know what? I have a ton of VHS that are like my most, because I used to, when me and Liz were together, we had like literally 1,000 VHS tapes, and I gave a mutual friend of ours, Matt Kelly, like hundreds of tapes, and she took like hundreds of tapes. I took, I think about 150, but it's a couple grocery bags worth of tapes.
Okay.
But I think the tape, I have it by my bed. I break up weed on it. I watch it all the time. It's like a basic choice, but I've had it since it was brand new, and I still love it. Tommy Boy.
All right.
That movie is okay. I have distinct memories of buying Tommy Boy. I rented it so many fucking times from the video store, from Premiere Video or Video Premiere, whatever the fuck it was called. The guy behind the counter goes, I'm about to put it on previously viewed for $3.99. You just want to buy it? I'm like, yep, because I was going to rent it again. It's like,
Yeah.
It's fucking sold.
Yeah.
And I wore the shit out of that. It's pointed out of that cardboard sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god!
How much money do you think you spent on that
On Tommy Boy itself?
VHS, the one that you bought? How much do you think
what
you
was the
actually
rental
paid for
back
that?
then?
I think $3 or $3.99 per
Yeah. Okay.
rental, and it was like a 3-day rental. And
Yeah.
I would turn it in, and then I would get probably Black Sheep or another movie, and then
Oh,
rent
yeah.
Tommy Boy again.
Yeah.
I probably spent about $50
Black
renting
Sheep
Tommy Boy.
also
Nice.
underrated and great.
Highly underrated. It's essentially Tommy Boy 2. It's the same premise.
It really is.
Yeah, but it's got a political leaning this
The
time
part where
around.
it's like Roads.
Oh, that's the getting high in the car thing is the best.
Immortal, but I really do think Chris Farley's monologue where he's trying to sell brake pads to that guy, he's like, this is like our brake pads. Like, you stop and like he does a whole car crash. It's like, oh my god, we're gonna crash and all that shit.
New guy's in the corner puking his guts out.
New guy's in the corner puking his gut. Yeah, pulls up and goes, oh my god, here comes the meat wagon. You know, it's just like that is the most pure like comedic moment in any movie.
Yeah, it's so
ever
great.
for me. I just feel like that has like the best thing ever. From like when I was 10 to I'm 34 now.
I
you
would
know,
definitely
like-
put Tommy Boy in my top 5 comedies of all time.
Absolutely.
I'd put it in my top 10. I don't really have a list. I'm not a big movie head, but it is up there. It's classic. And like you said, there's something so pure about that movie. Like it's not trying too hard. Small budget. Had to be a pretty small budget. Classic though. Like I could still recite probably half of it. In fact, we're going to do that right now.
Okay.
No, but it's also like about a guy who gives all of his fortune away to like save the jobs of everybody that works at his factory, and it's like about him tricking a corporate giant into like funding, you know, like keeping his small town alive. It's like beautiful, you know.
Yeah. There's a deeper message
Not too many
there.
movies though have like a message like that, you know, that
Dude.
I don't know.
And to
like,
this day, I've seen the movie millions of times.
Wow, that's a lot.
The scene when he's in the dinghy and his dad just died, I still cry every time.
I do too. And he walks home to like Amazing Grace on bagpipes.
Ah,
like,
it's so
forget
like-
about that shit.
Fuck, man.
Now, is that the quit playing with your dinghy?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
classic.
yeah.
Classic
Well,
one.
I mean, yeah. He's in the sailboat like 3
he's the
times.
same, but yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
different sailboat scene.
Yeah.
Oh man, a lot of time in sailboats on that.
Yeah.
movie.
I think that's the second sailboat scene where he's with the woman.
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
impresses him by scaring
Need
the
a little
children.
wind here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Such a great movie. Let's just
Yeah.
talk about Tommy Boy the whole
Welcome
time.
to Tommy Boy Talk with Josh and Randy.
Side podcast, 100%.
Dylan and I are going to. I tell you what, you guys do that, and we'll start our own right now. We'll just do them at the same time.
All right,
Okay.
Cool.
What are
So
we?
we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay. 100%.
What's your thoughts on Mortal Kombat?
So
11?
good.
Tommy
Oh, dude,
Boy.
I am.
Okay, this is way hard and probably terrible to listen to.
I
You
will
can get a
say,
good look at a butcher's ass by sticking your head up there, but wouldn't you have to take his word for it?
Wait, no, it has to be your bull. Yeah.
I will say I was super pumped the other day. My buddy Jordan, well, your
Peterson?
buddy too.
Yes.
He was like,
What he mad?
he was like, "Hey, dude, I just got the 3-disc collection of Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and the animated movie." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
yeah.
And he was like, "So, do you want my, box set of Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation on DVD?" And I was like, "Fucking yes, dude!" Because my Tommy Boy was both of those fucking Mortal Kombat movies.
Really?
Yeah. Like, we had this little this grocery store warehouse market. I don't know if we had those in Oklahoma City, but in Tulsa we had warehouse market, and that's where we always went. Hated fucking going there. It was the trashiest little grocery store, but connected to it was the coolest shit of my life.
Was it inside or outside of the grocery store?
You could. It was.
Could you access it from the grocery store?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
Those are
when
always
my-
great.
Store video store. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Fuck
when my
yes.
grandma was, getting bread and shit, I was out picking movies in this, video store. And dude, it was constantly, I would constantly get Mortal Kombat, like the first one. And then I would watch that. And then the next weekend, bring it back.
disappointed
Cause it
by
was a
Annihilation.
No. Oh, I loved Annihilation because I loved it because
But if you're a kid, you know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I get to see
Cyrax in a movie that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, Cyrax, super dope. And then Sub-Zero's brother who comes back with the scar on his face. Fuck yeah, fighting Scorpion, who just killed his brother.
But Scorpion died in the first one, man.
Scorpion doesn't die.
That's true.
Yeah,
'cause
pish posh.
he's
He
eternal.
also his come over his get over here.
In the,
It came out of his hand.
Yeah.
And that ruined the movie for me.
Where do you think
Why?
where do you think
Why?
where do you think it came out of in the game?
his dick.
Dude, I remember being like 10 years old and walking out of that and just being like, you know, in the parlance of the time, saying whatever, like that movie fucking owned, you know, like,
Yeah.
And like, I had to like, fucking, I saw that like 3 times in movie.
Oh yeah,
dude. Like,
the first one is still holds up as a decent video game movie.
The first one.
okay. fair
Everyone
enough.
talks shit
Maybe,
about
I don't know.
Annihilation, but for me, dude, I couldn't get enough of Annihilation.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Well, the recasting of Raiden. How do you get rid of Christopher Lambert, the greatest actor of all time?
Well, I think it's James Remar though.
Yeah.
It's somebody good, like, but
And he becomes mortal.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
like
They recast
the
Johnny Cage,
Highlander
but kill him
himself.
immediately.
yeah, they snapped his back for sure. He got his ass destroyed.
Kano died too early in part 1, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, Kano rules, dude.
Kano fucking totally rules.
A piece of shit, but he's so
But
dope.
why does he have a robot eye? Did they never explain it?
Doesn't he in the game though?
I've
Yeah,
read the
he does.
novels like
Yeah.
you have or whatever.
Yeah,
So the thing with Annihilation suffered from what a lot of video game movies did was bad villains. They made Shao Kahn like he looked kind of shitty.
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn, yeah, he looked kind of weak.
They made him like a human, right? Like, he
Right.
looks. I mean, he was from Outworld, so he's not like human.
Right, but at the end of the first one, he's this big lumbering figure, like
Well,
in the game.
Well, in the game, yeah, he's like sort of like half dragon. So
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, he turns into a dragon, and that's his
there's-
fatality, right?
There's so Shao Kahn had the dragon, and then so did Liu Kang, and then they do this super wicked ass dragon fight with terrible CGI. It was awesome.
Again, at the time, it was just mind-blowingly good.
dude. And me as a
Hasn't
kid,
aged well, though.
yeah, and me as a kid seeing these 2 dragons fight, one of which was Liu Kang, just like, you fucking give me all of this.
Oh,
This
absolutely.
is so awesome.
But you had that with the Street Fighter movie too, like a cancer-ridden Raul Julia's playing in Bison. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
We couldn't help that.
Here's the thing, though. He acted his ass off in it, though.
Yeah, he's the best part of the movie.
Best part of the movie. Not a French-Canadian American soldier.
Yeah.
Like Guile. And then in the Mario Brothers, you had fucking
That movie was a
Dennis Hopper.
Which one? Mario Brothers?
steaming turd.
Yeah.
Dennis
bad.
Hopper is
I
fucking.
mean, I loved it as a kid. But, sorry, can we go back to Mortal Kombat just
Please.
for a second, talking
100%.
about the effects? Like, just to get back to the original conceit of this show, like boys being a boy and stuff.
Yeah.
I will never forget playing touch football on my friend's lawn, and his buddy in the neighborhood, he had just moved, and I was like going over to his new neighborhood, and like his new friend came over, and he was cool or whatever. But I remember the Mortal Kombat movie had just come out, and he was like, "Did you know that like the effects on Goro, like they're keeping it a secret? Like people want to know how they did it, and like they won't tell them." Like, dude, it's like considered to be the greatest effects in any movie. Like,
boy folklore like that is the
That's
best.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That school bus folklore
Yeah,
is
it's the best.
so. I had a similar experience where a kid that rode my bus was like, and
school bus folklore. That's good.
I think,
sorry, go ahead.
I think that might be the name of the episode. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Because it's just
getting
it's
started.
so much. I mean, so much happened on a school bus.
Oh yeah.
That just makes you a man.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
better
yeah.
than the lies that kids tell.
No, but then you just repeat that folklore to your buddy who doesn't ride your bus. Like, did you hear
Yeah.
about the Goro effects? Do not tell anybody. Or you make up your own. You add on top of it. I heard actually it was like a little person that sat on another guy's shoulders and they used both arms.
It's the game of telephone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With blatant lies. I had a kid on my school bus. This was when the Super Nintendo just came out, and I might have told this story on the show before, but fuck it. He said, "Yeah, I've got a computer at home that I can rip any Super Nintendo game and make copies of it."
Dude.
And I
you
bought
bought
it hook, line, and sinker.
course you
would.
But I wanted to be best friends with this kid now.
No, kid was before his time because you could fucking do that now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got ROMs. You got,
Yeah.
the
Are we
carts that are like 50 in one now.
Are we sure that kid wasn't a time traveler?
Oh.
Think
Possibly.
about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I've
He
got
just
another
whips out
one.
a cherry pie. You all shit your pants. Just like, what is this? Every game. Every single game.
I know. I think I've told this on Boys before, or even Two Average Dicks. But like my best friend in 4th grade, he was like, "Yeah, I've got cousins in Oklahoma City. We go down and hang out in the city. It's cool." I'm like, "Oh man, that sounds awesome," And he was like, "Yeah, down there, Super Mario 4 and 5 are already out."
Oh, that's cringe.
I was like, "What?"
It is awesome.
I remember hearing that too. Something like, let's say Mortal Kombat 2 was out at the
Right.
time. Yeah, I've got Mortal Kombat 3 at home. my
you don't.
dad knows somebody, and I've got it on my computer.
Yeah.
I'm like, first of all, they didn't make them for computer back
Yeah,
then.
dude.
Or if they did, they came way later.
Yeah.
And you don't got it, you little bacon smelling
it's
liar.
always that. I know someone. My cousin's from California, and he's got a friend whose dad works for Konami, so he's got the hookups.
Yeah.
Such bullshit. Did you ever spin a yarn like that though? Were you ever a little liar? A pretty little liar?
Yeah,
Dude.
I don't think not like that.
Okay.
I lied. Not like
I got a pretty cringe one.
So I got one that I'm still weaving right now. And I know they're not going to listen. I hope they don't listen. Has nothing to do with games. However, when I was in middle school, I was babysitting my little brothers because we didn't live together. They came over, and there was this Raggedy Ann doll that was at our house. It had been there forever, like since before I was born. It's about like 3 feet tall. And I used to have these shelves on one of my walls. Also, I used to play baseball. This all is connected. So I had a baseball helmet on the top, tippity top shelf, right? And I had this Raggedy Ann doll somewhere on these shelves. So the baseball helmet falls, probably because I put it up there bad.
Right.
It falls while we're in the living room, hits the ground, makes this big loud sound, and me and my brother's like, "What the fuck was that?" So we all run into my room, and there's this Raggedy Ann doll, Raggedy Ann doll on the ground with this helmet, and my little brother's like, "What happened? Like, what do you think happened?" And I was like, "Well, Nana grew up in a haunted house, and I hear shit all the time, so it's probably the ghost." And my little brother's like, "What? No way, blah, blah, blah." We go outside to play on the trampoline. And then I'm like, I'm going to just keep going with this for sure. And so we're jumping on the trampoline. I was like, all right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go pee outside. I go inside. I take the Raggedy Ann doll. I put it in the living room on the couch.
Oh.
And then I come back and start playing, blah, blah, blah. And then we go inside and they see the Raggedy Ann doll.
You're doing like a spooky elf on the shelf.
Yes. And my little brother's like, "What the fuck? Like, what happened? Blah, blah, blah." I get a call 2 days ago from my sister-in-law.
What year did the story you just told take place?
It happened, I guess, 13 years ago.
Okay.
I get a call from my sister-in-law, and she was like, "Hey, so me and Chase are watching this movie, and there's like a Raggedy Ann doll in the movie, and Chase said that he hates Raggedy Ann dolls, and I asked him why, and he told me to just call you." And so I was like, okay. So I tell her exactly what happened, leaving out the part that it is 100% me.
So you're spinning this 13 years later. That's awesome.
You're creating
I'm
a
not
little...
going to tell them until I am like just in the throes of death.
Your last
And I'm
words.
just like,
By the way,
"Oh yeah,"
it was me, bitch.
and then we all die.
Yeah.
You know, because
With a Raggedy, you pull Raggedy Ann out of the sheets.
It was me.
yeah.
Now,
So
what was yours?
Mine is it's a double cringe because it's making up a story, but it's making up a story to try to impress a girl that I had a crush on.
nice.
So cringe, but also the number
I
one
do have
reason.
one. Go on.
So back in the day, you can make copies by using if you had a dual cassette deck, right?
Right.
So I wanted to impress this girl. So I made copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a song, so it would sound really shitty, like it was recorded in a garage.
Oh, no.
And I told her it was my band.
What was the song?
16 by Green Day.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And she wasn't impressed. It did not work out in my favor.
So it was all for nothing.
All for nothing.
That's a lot of work, too.
Take a moment to bathe in the
No.
layers of cringe I'm wallowing in.
I even put the headphones on her and like played it for her. I had to sit there and like while she listened to it, like, okay. And then she goes, cool, and gave it back to me.
Dude,
I'm a loser.
you're next, but I just want to add to something.
Mm-hmm.
You said putting the headphones on her and sitting there while she's patiently like batting her eyes, trying to get through this 3 minutes of Hiss and Billy Joe Armstrong.
Yeah. A very young Billy Joe Armstrong.
But to this day, I still do that in a sense. Like I'll get really into something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'll like want to show Kate. And I'm like, check this out. Look at this perfect example. The other night we're sitting in the living room just hanging out. And we both hook our phones up to the Chromecast and we just take turns like queuing up music videos.
Yeah. Streaming each other.
We're
Yeah.
streaming each other. And I'm like, hey, did you know Travis Barker is sponsored by Zildjian Cymbal Company? And check it out. Zildjian made this drum cover video of him. It's like the isolated drum track from Hearts All Gone from one of their tours when Tom was still in the band. And I want you to see how powerful he is and how awesome and precise he is while just going ham on these drums. And
She could give two shits.
She doesn't care. And she likes Blink-182. Likes whatever. Blink-182.
Right.
Are you just like staring at her the whole time? Like it.
No, I'm staring at Travis, dude. I'm in awe.
Also,
It's like the
like-
fourth time I've watched it.
Also, like, as soon as you say, like, did you know that Travis Barker is sponsored by... Nope.
No, she's like, and mute.
Yeah.
But you know what? She's a sweet gal. She sat there and watched
Powered through it.
and at least acted interested.
Sure.
Yeah.
So.
That's cool. That was really fast. He played really
That's
fast.
exactly. She was like, "Yeah, he plays fast." I'm like, "Yep, sure does, baby. Love you. Thanks. You just made my day, which was otherwise terrible."
Yeah.
So, okay, what was your next one, man?
Oh, shit. What were we talking about?
Cringe things you did. Lies.
shit.
Sweet little lies.
My first
Sweet
girlfriend,
yarn?
she was a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan, and I had this cool Smashing Pumpkins shirt that is like the faces, and it was like spiraling out,
Yep.
and then on the back it said "Leave me alone." And I was like, "Yeah, I got this when I saw them live," and I kept that up for like a couple months. Dude, I finally was like, you know what? I didn't actually see them live. She was like, "What?"
Oh, you told her?
I told her.
You came clean.
Yeah.
I came clean.
Here's the deal, Randy. She was your girlfriend. She loved the shirt.
Yeah.
You got two in the bag right there.
I gave her the shirt. I think she
threw
probably
in the
has the
bag.
shirt.
Yeah.
He went for broke.
You did. You really was that shoot your shot?
Yeah.
You really tried to shoot your shot. Hey, man. We all did it.
Yeah.
We all fabricated a few things, I'd say, to impress someone,
Oh, yeah.
whether it's your guy, your gal, whatever. Oh, maybe I still do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to embellish sometimes. What's wrong with a little innocent embellishment?
It's just making the story more interesting.
When you tell a
Everybody
story.
lies.
I don't know. Honesty is important to me.
Randy, you know what? You're right.
I feel like, if you're not in, because eventually you're going to see naked and bare, like, what my actual life was like and who I am. So, like, if you're not into it, like, this is, like,
Sure.
sorry. Like,
Wait, so you don't have Spawn 1 through 10 signed by Todd McFarlane? I'm out of here.
damn it, I'm still missing 7.
I've got
Shame of my life.
I've got Action Comics 1. My uncle does.
Right. My uncle has a Babe Ruth rookie card.
Does he?
I take off work to go to premieres of Marvel movies and whatnot.
Yikes. Well, dude, so we got to talk about this new band.
Let's talk about the
Can I ask
new
you a question,
band.
though? Okay,
Yeah.
so is it chat pile, like, or is it the French word for cat pile? Le chat.
Neither.
Okay.
Where did the
It's
corny question, but where did the name come from? I'm curious.
product. God damn it. I'm so fucking dumb, guys. Because they all know. I haven't done research on it. In like Pitcher, Oklahoma, there's like some horrible situation where they have like mined or something and created these pile. It's called a chat pile. And it's like this like byproduct of like doing whatever the fuck they're doing out there.
Okay.
Has like made people have to just like pick up like Simpsons style, like pick their shit up and like move their town.
Oh wow.
And it's like it's like danger. It's like cancerous. Like
sort of like a waste byproduct. Sort of.
Exactly. And it's like, but it's like these big hills, and so it's like a chat pile.
Okay.
That's what
Well,
a
that
chat
makes
pile
sense
is.
for the what the band sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did this come about, man? Because I saw I think it was on Austin's Instagram, y'all jamming one night, or maybe it was on your Instagram.
No, it was on mine.
Your story.
Yeah.
Because I saw Aaron on drum, the electronic kit.
Yeah.
And then I saw a fella I didn't recognize.
Yeah. Griffin.
I don't know
feel like-
Griffin.
I feel like I thought a lot of people knew him, but then I'm discovering that a lot of people were like, I don't know that guy.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him in the video. And then so I see you like going around. I see Austin on the bass. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, cool. Big Stin.
Yeah. Big Stan.
The band member list, like, I love it. I love the names. It's beautiful.
Thank you,
it's
man.
Great.
That is something I fought for personally.
It adds-
I was
adds-
like, we all need punk names.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I came up with mine.
What's
immediately,
yours?
Reagan Bush, man. But Ray Gun Bush, like the beer,
Gotcha.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
you changed your Instagram name to that as the EP dropped. I thought that was another stroke of marketing genius, my
Dude,
friend.
thank you, my
You're,
friend.
you're setting yourself up for success here, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
So I saw the video and I'm like, this is cool. This sounds pretty neat. And then I hear you start singing and I'm like, okay, that sounds like Randy, but it sounds like nothing you've ever done before that I know of anyways. And I might fancy myself a bit of a Randy historian. We've spent some time together, man.
Yeah.
And I really dug it. And Aaron told me that the EP was coming out soon. So I was like, dude, I can't wait to listen to it. And so I listened, I put it on the morning it came out while I was getting ready for work. And I just kind of had it on quiet, like, I'm just going to put something on, while I'm getting dressed and whatever. So then I go through the day, I come home that night. Again, Kate and I find ourselves on the couch. I showed her a couple Travis Barker videos, and I was trying to be romantic. And then I go to my laptop and I put my headphones on and I'm like, all right, I'm going to give this a proper listen. So I go to chatpile.bandcamp.com. I hit play, start from the first track. It's 4-track EP. And I'm listening hard, like all attention on it, soaking it all in. By the time it was over, I was in a dark fucking place. No, like I felt this ominous weight from listening to this and listening to the lyrics and getting into the music and the rhythms and everything. And dude, some of those lyrics on there, oh man, I don't want to, no spoilers.
Yeah.
But there's the last song.
Yeah.
Dude, that almost gets like,
It's dark, man.
It almost gets Jonathan Davis daddy dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's actually a different take that they all rejected because it was too like over the top. I mean, that's sort of one of the things about being in this band is like Griffin and Austin are like deep like metalheads. You know, they know like new stuff, old stuff. They know like everything, and they're like, no, serial killer stuff. They talk about that too much in metal. But I don't listen to metal like at all. Basically, I mean, I listen to Metallica and Big Business or something. But
Right.
I don't. Or, whatever. But, so I don't know. So like we toned it down. I mean, it's like implied now, some of the stuff, but like the original take of it is way more like graphic detail of like killing people and stuff.
Gotcha.
But, I love that. I love how it turned out though, man. Like that song is,
It's mixed
good.
well.
Yeah,
It sounds
yeah.
well. Your vocals are awesome. I dig it, man. So yeah,
Thank
do
you.
yourself a favor, faithful listener, and go check it out.
Aaron on the was it a DTX Explorer drum kit, the Yamaha drum kit? It ended up sounding great, but I'm like, man, if anyone here has ever seen Aaron Tackett play drums, I was trying to wrap my head like, how the fuck is that gonna do? Do you have like, are they just like breaking and like falling apart? Because he beats the shit out
Yeah,
of
he
drums.
plays hard.
Yeah. So does he lighten it up?
I mean, I don't know.
Are you guys gonna do shows, like live shows?
Yeah, hopefully. We're definitely, I think, going to be playing at least in a month. I want to play earlier than in a month, but being in a band, it's a democracy.
Totally, man.
And like, I might be ready, but other people might be like, we need to practice more or whatever.
Right.
And but we're gonna be playing soon for sure. We're getting a tape made of the EP and stuff. And so
Sign me up. I want
kind
one.
of like
Yeah.
have to
Well,
do
and you
it.
merch
100%.
a band like that. It like merch the where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well, you got one tape sold here too.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll-
for sure.
3. All right,
also,
mark us
I-
down. Mark
Hell
boys
yeah,
down for
boys.
3 tapes.
Hey.
I want number 1 though. Okay, or number 2, or number 3. So what was it like going? Because I've listened to a lot of your music over the last. God, it's been like 10 years. It feels like. What's it like going from what you used to do and still do to this kind of band? How's it feel?
Yeah, I mean, I am working on a new thing that is more of like a sequel to what I did last year. It's actually going to be kind of more of the same of what I did with Playtime last year when I was on to promote that or whatever. But like kind of, I'm doing stuff that's a little more reminiscent of the Higher Lusk album I did with Blake. Like ambient instrumental stuff. Like I've been working on that. But this has always been a dream of mine to sing in a hardcore band. And I mean, this band, I think the boys in the band are like, well, it's not as new metal as you think it is, Randy. I'm like, I think it's a little more new metal than you think it is.
May I add that I picked up the vibe, dude.
Yeah,
Like new metal, industrial,
it's
a
not
little bit
straight
hardcore.
up new metal.
There's
but
a tinge.
like new metal element, like
Yeah.
like that kind of guitar
Yeah.
stuff. It's like, come on,
Which I
boys.
welcome with open
I love
arms.
it. No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's like you guys took the best of. I mean, it's not like new metal was horrible as a whole.
Right.
You took what was really good about it and have consolidated it into this new thing.
My first thought, as soon as I put it on, I mean, I didn't get even to the first song entirely, but I let the first song play for like maybe a minute, and I texted Rob immediately. I was like, dude, this sounds like the first Korn record. It has that, not the exact sound, but it has that vibe, that kind of like
Kind of
gritty,
dark, mysterious, gritty,
but heavy at the same, like, it was,
Yeah.
without
you
the
can
hip hop
remind-
beats though. They're
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
hip-hop
I
beats.
mean, I'm trying to get Rick Wood, who's also been on this show, right? Or was he only on Two Every
I don't think
Sticks?
he's been on. No, I think
he
he
hasn't been
moved.
on Boys
Yeah,
yet? He's back, boys.
he's back.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
living here,
Well, he was in Norman, but he's around.
Yeah, I saw him at the Speakeasy.
We're trying to get him to be the DJ in the band, though.
dude. Yeah,
Dude, that would be so sick.
put his head in a fishbowl though.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Well,
jumpsuits.
we all
the
got to
whole
get
thing.
matching like puffy Adidas jackets, you know.
Dude, so sick. Who's gonna be Wes Borland though?
Who is? It's Griffin.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Oh, sorry, Luther Manhole.
Oh, right,
Excuse
of course.
Me. Yeah.
Let that be stricken from the record.
We should, no, instead of doing Adidas, you should pick like a company that an old school thing, or like Spalding, or like some just like off-brand.
Well, you know, Champion's hot again.
Yeah,
Maybe you could wear
Well, we
Champion.
were talking about getting pony tracksuits.
Hell
Actually.
yeah.
Sweet. Oh, biggest letdown of my life when Korn went from Adidas, then to Puma,
to Pony.
and then to Pony.
It was almost like how their music went.
Yeah.
Good to okay, and then like, meh.
yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. And I noticed, Rocklahoma was, I think, last weekend.
Yeah.
And I
May
saw.
God have mercy on their souls.
Have you ever been to one?
Fuck no, dude. I know you have.
Stan and I have been to one,
Yeah.
dude, and we had a fucking blast.
That just sounds like sunburn nightmare.
It was
to
hell.
me.
It was
Yeah.
hell and also awesome. But yeah, I saw some Instagram posts
Lyme
about
disease. You know?
Dude, it's
Fucking-
rampant with ticks.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
oh god.
Anyway,
It's like
go on.
cheap tricks playing on top of that chat pile over there. 7 o'clock on Saturday, dude. I saw some photos of Korn playing it this year, and I guess for the last several years, Jonathan Davis must be sponsored by Monster Energy because he has those like James Hetfield sweatbands, like the thick.
Yeah.
Gauntlet sweatbands, and
Yeah.
they both have the Monster Energy logo.
Wow.
Oh, I bet he's making some
Yeah.
ching for that.
Speaking of Korn, did you hear the news? It was like today, I think, right? Like the Christian Head, I
Head,
think
yep.
he like jammed with Mike Huckabee today or something, or that was like in the
Oh,
news.
no.
Like he was on Mike Huckabee's show and they like jammed together.
Well, doesn't Huckabee play bass?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I know what I'm watching as soon as this is over. Hey, Kate, sit down. Let me show you something, man.
Oh, you don't know who this is? Well, let me explain. In 1992, Bakersfield, California.
5 lads got together. They love Coors Light.
5 white trash shoes. Yeah.
I'm having deja vu real bad.
Are you?
Yeah,
That's, I do talk about Korn a lot.
You're wearing a shirt with a Korn logo that's massive.
Oh, I thought that was subtle. I did that for you.
Yeah. back to your band for a second. You showed me your band and what could be the like most just awkward way to show someone your music, right? Not saying that I wish you didn't do it, but we were like both at work. You had your laptop out, and it's just like,
Yeah.
and then you just showed me your band
On laptop speakers?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
We were both sitting at work, so it's like if I didn't like it, there was nothing I could do.
Oh, I know what you mean. I know.
Other than show Randy just disdain or something, like listening to it on a laptop.
Yeah.
And I sat down and listened to it, and like immediately, fucking loved it, and it was, which was amazing because it's just like, okay, this isn't gonna be awkward. This fucking rules. It was just like the right amount of just like gritty, dark, like from the first track.
That's
you
what
know,
I'm saying,
it's
from
just
the
like,
jump.
dude.
Have you ever had
This-
the opposite of that? Where somebody, maybe a friend, shows you their band and you did not like it and you have to be like,
Hell yeah.
oh,
Yes.
yeah.
100%.
Tenfold of what I've liked, I
Yeah.
would say.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I'm sure
boy.
I've done that to people. Like,
Sure.
hey, check this out.
They go, oh, cool. And it's always the same. It's like when someone goes to your show and they don't really give a shit about your band. Like, yeah, man, the lighting was really good.
It's
So it
an,
has nothing to do with your band at all.
Yeah.
it's an MP3.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
reason why I was so confident in doing that is because A, I think the music is really strong. And
Yeah.
like, B, it's like sort of like a different thing to where like if you don't like it, I'd be like, well, fuck you, because that's like that's like the point of the band.
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly.
But
Aggro.
I at the same time I'm like working on this other album that has like these super like heavy songs about like my ex-wife and stuff, and I would like never in a million years be like, bro, check out this new music I'm playing, and just like click it on.
Hey, man, this is
It's
what
you
I'm
wanna
feeling
listen to
entirely in my heart.
6-minute song where
Yeah.
like, you know, like
Yeah.
you
For
know,
sure.
So
Yeah.
You went with the safe bet, I think.
yeah, I
No.
mean, it's like this is like a 2.5-minute song about a guy who invades somebody's home and then kills himself in front of her. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Sick. I mean, and you and I at
Just the
work
lighthearted
talk
stuff.
a lot, and like, you know, we sort of know what each other like, so it's like, oh yeah, I'm totally into
yeah,
that for
totally.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I want to play a track from it if that's cool. We're going to take a break real quick. But which track would you like me to play, man?
I gotta say, Rat Boy.
Rat Boy?
Yep.
Okay. And if you want to listen to the whole thing, again, it's chatpile.bandcamp.com off the EP This Dungeon Earth.
Fuck yeah.
Check them out, Chatpile on Boys Podcast.com.
Oh!
welcome back. Again, that's chatpile.bandcamp.com. Glad y'all got to hear it. Hope you enjoyed. So what's up, guys? You're all staring at me like, let's do a show. Let's do a show.
So Randy,
IPAs all fucking day long.
We're all thinking about the country craft beer song we played
Randy,
up on the break.
you are you're an Instagram story. I would say
Legends.
provider of content.
Influencer.
A short film-esque kind of.
Have you been approached with the check mark yet?
Getting check marked?
Yeah.
But you said something on a
offers.
recent one, and it stuck in my head just because of the verbiage of it. But it got me to thinking. You said Top McConaughey.
Top McConaughey.
It sounds so great rolling off the tongue, and I had to think what are my Top McConaughey movies? And I thought maybe we can go around the circle and maybe do your top 3. You kind of said yours on the thing.
Top 3? I don't know if I have one.
What?
Oh, wow.
I'm not a movie head.
All right.
Dude, fuck you. You've seen some movies.
I'll do my
though.
top 3 real quick.
I've seen 3 movies and they all starred Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, Avatar.
I wish he
and Avatar.
I wish he was in that shit.
We got Dazed and Confused.
All right, that's my favorite.
Wooderson.
Yeah, he's the best. Created the best fucking character of all time.
I get older, they say the same age.
Dazed and Confused.
He's a pedophile.
Killer
Yes.
Joe.
100%.
And Tropic Thunder.
He's
What do they call
whatever.
that?
We'll figure out.
Get on 4chan and what do they call that when it's like, no, I like teenagers. I like 14-year-olds.
Well,
He's a certain kind of guy. He's like 22 in the movie.
He's the
You
dude
gotta
we
it's
all
not
knew.
like Matthew McConaughey is like a 30-some-year-old man.
Right.
He'd be a pedophile then. He's like 22. He's just like this. I don't know. I'm not trying to what the fuck are we?
I don't know.
yeah.
What are your favorites?
I listened to you guys were talking about
I just
pedophiles.
can't let you call Wooderson and Dazed and Confused a pedophile. He's like a creep.
That's a better
You know?
that's a better
He's not
word.
a pedophile.
Oh, he's definitely a creep. That's for sure.
All right, do it again, Josh. I'm so sorry.
Again, because you guys kept
for
talking. You guys
on a
can't stop
podcast.
talking about fucking boys. It's the weirdest thing.
Well, he was fucking girls, though.
That's
Oh my
true.
goodness! You sure you don't want to? No editing on this.
No
podcast,
editing,
right?
baby.
No, I'm just saying
Boys
that.
raw and uncut.
No, Dazed and Confused, Tropic Thunder, and Killer Joe.
All right.
Who was he in Tropic Thunder?
The fucking best character in that movie.
yeah, he was.
He's Tom Cruise's, or not Tom. Well, not fucking Tom Cruise. He's an agent. He's the agent in the movie.
He's
Okay.
Ben Stiller's agent.
Ben Stiller's agent.
And he brings him satellite TV by foot at the
Yeah.
end, and then
Yeah.
throws the satellite thing up in the air to block the missile.
He's such a great comedic actor.
It's like great. He is.
But he also does amazing drama like Killer Joe.
Yeah,
It's so great.
I would say Bernie, which is what I brought up earlier.
Yeah.
Killer Joe, which is also amazing, and yeah, Dazed and Confused. I mean,
He's done a lot.
I do, but no. Let me just go on record and say, Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation is fucking awesome, and that's largely due to his unbelievably crazed performance. Like, I highly suggest everybody go out and watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation.
Go to the free Blockbuster and try to find a copy.
You know what? I thought about putting my VHS in there because I just put it on Blu-ray, and I'm like a total horror Blu-ray fiend, and I bought that shit the day it came out.
Well, that was his first real movie, I think, right? I guess Dazed and Confused might have been his first.
No,
real-
yeah, and it
Renee
came out, it was
Zellweger's,
made,
too.
yeah, and Renee Zellweger also has a walk-on role in Dazed and Confused, and that movie was made right around the same time in Austin, and then they both blew up. Her for Jerry Maguire and him for Time to Kill or some shit, and then it was shelved, and they're like, oh fuck, we're gonna re-release this movie, and they put their faces prominently on there, but then it was shut down by their agents or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, and it happened again. Even though they're both on record saying they're proud of the movie, they're like, I'm fine with it. It was fun, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it going to tarnish their careers?
I
or
know.
what?
It's
cares?
they both hold Academy Awards. Who fucking cares? And it's
Yeah.
his performance is fucking incredible.
Hers
And
as well.
I like her in that movie too. Yeah, that movie is great. I love it.
So,
Matthew McConaughey, y'all.
and if
Texas
they,
Chainsaw Massacre.
what are yours, Dylan?
Well, I can't really remember a lot of movies that I have seen Matthew McConaughey in, because I've never seen Dazed and Confused.
What?
Yep, I know. But he is the star of one of my favorite TV shows I've ever seen, which is the first season of True Detective.
Time is a flat circle.
Yeah, dude. I loved that season. Like, it was fucking awesome. Watched it in 2 days. Like, I was just like sitting there watching this series. And then the last thing I saw him in, I actually loved. It was like the longest movie I've ever seen about nothing, which was Beach Bum, where essentially he is just, I feel like, himself if he lived the same life as Jimmy Buffett, which rules. That movie was so much fun, and he did such a good job. I don't know. I immediately fell in love with that movie.
Oh man, I would love to see McConaughey if they do a bio, because everyone's doing biopics these days.
Yeah.
A Jimmy Buffett biopic starring Matthew McConaughey as Jimmy Buffett.
Well, I mean, that's kind of. Have you seen The Beach Bum?
No,
It's essentially what it is.
yeah.
it's essentially that.
And instead of like, if Jimmy Buffett like wrote poetry,
He's a writer,
instead of wrote music, and Jimmy Buffett's in the movie.
His name is Moondog in the movie.
Yeah, Jimmy
Jimmy
Buffett.
Buffett is in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Jimmy Buffett getting them creds.
He's hanging out with fucking Snoop Dogg. Like, it's like Snoop
I
Dogg.
gotta watch it again because I was sort of underwhelmed by it.
I gotta see this movie.
but,
Yeah, same.
I definitely want. It's Harmony Korine, man.
I was drinking
out.
when I watched it, and I think maybe that helped. I was
I
like,
fell
"Man, this is
asleep.
super
To
fun."
be honest.
Yeah.
To be completely honest.
Oh,
everybody. I
that's
slept through
definitely
some of it.
a movie that you could fall asleep
Yeah.
to. Because, I mean, when I say that nothing happens in this movie, it's straight up like almost nothing happens in the movie.
I
Like,
will say, yeah, the girl I went with like loved it.
yeah.
And Austin and all them, they love it too. So,
Yeah.
Sorry, Stin.
I went and saw it with Michael Temple, and he and I had been drinking margaritas to prepare for Beach Bum.
Right. Okay. Fitting.
Okay, at homemade margaritas.
No, we
Dollaritas?
Did you do the Chili's
On the board.
Presidente margarita?
No, we bought a sixer of these margs.
Bartles and James.
I don't know. It's like a new one. I'd never heard of it before.
A 6-pack of margaritas.
Wait, is it the Budweiser ones?
No.
Okay.
No, that's Limeritas.
That's right. That's right.
No.
Strawberryta? I think they have a strawberryta
No, I
too.
forget. They're like in little glass bottles. They
Okay.
look like Mickey's bottles. But yeah.
Do you think
That
in a
sounds
few
like a
years that they'll put Jimmy Buffett's face on the cover to try to stoke up some sales to the Legion of Parrot
Dude, in
Heads
the
out
future,
there?
you'll get something implanted in your brain that will just download drinks, man.
Sign me up. I'll be walking around like Kano,
Yeah.
but it'll be like amber inside.
Yeah, or just like it's just filled with BLs, Bud Light Limes, and it's just green.
There'll be a little bug in your brain
Yeah.
that will manipulate your brain weight. Like, it'll give you the same sensation as
I'm down if I
drunkenness
don't
or
get a
whatever.
hangover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they'll be chemically, biochemically engineered
Yeah.
out of you by then.
That'd be dope.
That
We'll
would
be
be
living
sick.
on a big boat.
Do you have any McConaughey likes?
I was gonna say,
Like a big arc,
I don't really
The Last of Us.
know that many. I mean, I'd say Dazed and Confused. I fucking love that movie.
Time to
it
Kill?
never seen it.
What?
Quiz me, bro.
Time to Kill.
No.
Lincoln Lawyer.
Nope.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Yes, great.
Pretty good.
I thought it was. For me, it was great.
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
And he's good in it.
He's pretty
And
good in it.
Shout out to any movie set in our region of the country.
Right,
True.
right.
Honestly.
Magic
I
Mike.
consider us like part of like
He was great in Magic
I never
Mike.
saw Magic Mike.
Oh,
Oh, what about Wolf of Wall Street? He's in that for a few minutes, but he's great. He's like the coke. He's like the shaman dude who points that guy
in the direction
in
of
the
being
direction
a
of being
scumbag.
the worst person on earth. Yeah.
I don't recall seeing that one either. I
Wolf
haven't
of
seen
Wall Street?
Yeah, man, I haven't seen a lot of movies.
I didn't see
Well,
that one
don't worry
either.
about it, man, because you always have time to watch him, and you can always, there's good ones like you saying you've never seen Days Confused. It's like, fuck, man. I watched that for the first time I was 13, but it'd be awesome if I was 25 and I could watch it for the first time.
Well, like
Right.
especially now the day we live in now, the days we live in now. You don't have to go to a video store and spend $3.99 every week to rent a movie. You can just get online and it's fucking right there. Hop on Netflix, hop on Amazon, hop on Hulu. It's fucking right there.
Yeah.
Dazed and Confused is one of those movies. We had that. Well, it'll be next week's episode. We sat down with some people and talking to those people. They were talking about the time they grew up in. I'm like, man, I think about every time I hear about that. I think about Dazed and Confused, and like, you watch that movie and you see the cars, you see the clothes, you hear the music. Like, I don't care who you are, man. When you hear Sweet Emotion, you're like, fuck, it'd be so cool to be in like a Charger driving down the road with Sweet Emotion playing.
Oh, absolutely.
Fuck
hell yeah.
So
One of the greatest openings of any movie
Yes,
ever.
is fucking. It's such a. And you drive to the fucking
When that
drive-in.
fucking snare hits, it's just like sweet. It's just like, oh my, he's in that GTO, and then like his girlfriend's rolling up a fucking joint.
It
What
makes
a
you
time to be
high school,
alive.
It's like fuck yes.
To me,
like,
I think that's the best movie that. It's like a time capsule. It takes you back to a time, but it was shot in 1994 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, but it felt like it was a 70s movie.
Yeah.
So great.
in a lot of ways, it is the greatest movie of all time. I mean, I have
So many
I think-
actors' first
wow.
movies too.
but no, I feel like a lot of things you can like make the argument for like so many things that like, yes, this is truly the like, or like I get a feeling at least it's like, man, like I listen to Master of Puppets and be like, Metallica is at this point in Metallica's career, they were untouchably like the greatest thing that had ever happened. You know, so like I don't know. I feel like Dazed and Confused at that point in time, and like I don't know, whatever. I'm like.
You saw it when you were 13.
Guys, I'm
dude.
getting high right now. When are we going to talk about Randy's Medicine?
Perfect
segue.
intro right now. So you recently got your medical marijuana card.
Oh, fuck yeah, I did, man.
And
My doctor insists, I don't want to smoke weed, honestly, but my doctor insists that I smoke weed all day.
I have to,
And so I have been.
yeah, on the back of your joints, your Marlboro Greens, it says, smoke 3 an hour.
Yeah.
Every day.
No, it just says smoke weed every day.
Oh, of
It
course.
says smoke weed
Was your
constantly.
doctor, Dr.
Wait.
Dre?
No, your
Yeah.
doctor was that Nate Dogg, right?
Oh, that was Nate
R.I.P.,
Dogg.
Yeah.
Good call.
I think I worked with you the day like after you got it, and I walked in and you were fucking super stoked to have gotten it. But I mean, anybody who I've met who's gotten one, it's just like, check it out.
Yeah,
like,
it's fun to wave that card around and be like, look what I got.
It is good, but when I got my card, I was doing my finals because I just graduated from school and stuff. So it was
Congrats.
like, yeah, I had to like wait. Basically, like, I had it in my possession, but I had to like wait a week basically to like really exercise my right to like, just like live my best life.
Medicate.
I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck, dude. But no, Oklahoma has suddenly become like fucking. It's like. I don't know. It's just like improved the quality of my life tenfold.
Did you hear? I was listening to the radio.
It really has.
Yeah.
You go to a bar and smoke a joint,
Right?
fellas.
Well,
like,
you shouldn't, but you can, I guess.
I can and I will.
Well, joints, no, vapes, definitely 100%. That's dude.
Depends
as a
on where you
bartender,
go, man. Depends
vapes
on where
are
you go.
everywhere.
I mean, you can. I mean, we had a guy come in the other day at S&B's
Not to
who
speak
was
when you're
outside.
inside.
Right.
This dude
Can't go inside.
just like sat down outside and had been smoking a joint, put it out and like put it behind his ear, and I was like, well, that's ballsy, right? And then I was like, oh wait, no, it's not. He can legally. It does not matter at all.
Right.
Like, this is insane. This is so dope. Literally.
I still keep it hidden though. Like I have just this residual guilt or
Is it kind of
fear.
like Christian guilt bleeding into your
Yeah,
real guilt?
it might be. Like I wouldn't walk around with like an Adderall behind my ear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Boys, the world is so fucked up, and who knows, honestly, how long we have left here. Fuck everyone, man. I'm smoking weed, dude. Live my freedom, my truest life.
Yeah.
I'm getting high. Fuck
Dude,
you.
all right, I was listening
you don't like
to
it.
NPR
Seriously.
yesterday, or day before yesterday, and apparently our governor, who apparently everyone hates him, he's a piece of shit or blah, blah, blah. He did something great. He's trying to make it to a retroactively people who were arrested for marijuana crimes,
possession.
all that, to just be released
Oh my god.
and
yeah.
expunged.
I feel like anybody that is in jail for any drug, like non-violent drug-related crime, should just be released. Like, it doesn't matter what fucking drug it is, honestly.
Yeah.
But that's good.
Yeah.
Well, I want to ask you about your doctor experience. Did you do the online route, the go to an office route?
On 420, they had at the state fairgrounds. They were like, "Come on in," and it's like $100 cheap because it's like still $300.
It's
This
a
is
lot
a
of
problem
money.
too. Obviously, it should just be legal. All drugs should be legal. You know, like I am fucking blowing through my money. Like now, think about that. Like I'm not the only. Like people go through there all the time. Like it's just like it makes no sense to me why GOP or whoever, like, you know, people that like clearly value money over like all things, you know, even God, ultimately, I think at the very end,
Yeah.
it will be money is the king.
Yeah,
like, why
God's
they
not
just
giving them a
can't cut
paycheck.
to the bullshit and understand that, like, yeah, people are gonna fucking dump their money into this thing.
I
you
couldn't
know?
imagine
And
what's
they'll
being
be glad
spent.
to. And
Yeah.
they'll thank you, and
Yeah.
they'll come back.
Yeah.
You know, like.
So what was your doctor experience like?
Oh, my doctor experience. I'm sorry, guys.
So you went to the state
I'm getting
fairground?
crazy. Randy, man. Tell you about Randy. Reagan Bush, that is. I went to the fairgrounds. I walked in, and I sat down with an eye doctor named Gemini, I believe. Literally.
Was he
Right?
American Gladiator?
Like- First name,
Dr. Gemini?
And what was really strange, it was a man and a woman, and the woman was the doctor, but the man is the only person that really talked to me. And he was basically just like, give me $100. And I did. Cash. He was like, cash. And I was like,
Whoa.
here you go. And like, he gave me this form.
Did he give it to you in a briefcase or like?
And then I went online and I filled out this thing and paid another like $100. And like, they're like, take a photo of you with something white behind you. And I'm like, I have literally like, my walls are like brown, but I mean, it's sort of like, okay, tangent for a second. Who rents a house and paints the fucking walls? I know people do that, but like, I'm not going to do that.
Not in a rent house.
My
no
walls
way.
are like
Right.
fucking brown. They're
I
not-
did that when I was
they're not
younger and I
great,
rented
but I'm
places.
just like, fuck it.
Right.
What am I
Yeah.
going to do
Yeah.
with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a rental.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm out in 6 months to a year. I'm not doing anything
Yeah.
to this
Totally.
fucking
It's
place.
like, yeah, you should have done this before I moved in and whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. So, like, whatever.
I feel like landlords do that because they're like, you can feel free to pay. I'm like, no, you're wanting me to do free labor, motherfucker, and
Yeah.
paint your
Yeah.
walls for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, anyway, my photo is me against my fridge, but it worked.
Yeah.
Genius.
And it took like 5 days. They said it would take like 2 weeks. It took about 5 days. And it was just like, we're going to send you your fucking card. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, oh no, maybe this is where the 2 weeks part kicks in. 2 days later, I have my card. Boom.
That's
Bam.
crazy.
Nice.
Beautiful.
It is a life-changing thing, I will say. You know, I got mine back in, I think, November, December, something like that. No, I had it on Black Friday. So November, yeah. And
But you get that sweet Black Friday deal when you got yours.
I got some purchases with the Black Friday deal. I sure as shit did. I went to several. I got my card in the mail, and I hit the door to go shopping no less than
Like a soccer mom
5
looking for a
minutes later.
TV. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
Give me
yeah.
that week.
That was the
mail-
day that you like drove around Oklahoma Oklahoma City just to find the best deal.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the most Robbie thing ever.
Yeah.
Because like you told me you went to like several, and I
Yeah.
was like,
I think
damn,
like
dude.
6.
Comparing
6 or 7.
prices.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
on Weed Maps, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Weed Maps is the
Weed Maps
best.
is the shit.
It's
dude.
so rad. And now
Oh my
you see
God,
the
our
billboards
life.
for it.
Ah, fucking love it. It's like, sorry guys. I'm just woo.
You're excited.
I love pot, you know. Love smoking pot. Feeling I don't like, you know, the
Medicine.
stigma is gone. Well, medicine, right? Okay, sure.
Okay, sure.
I mean,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
it is, yeah. but
The stigma, like, or they always say weed makes you paranoid. What makes you paranoid is that you can go to jail for it. Now that stigma
Yeah.
is gone, like the paranoia is out the fucking window. Like, that's gone, which makes the medicinal part of it actually work.
Yeah.
To get rid of your anxiety, to get rid of your depression, anything that's going on.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about getting arrested for it. So now your
Yeah.
thing is like, oh, I just feel fucking really good and happy. And the fact that existence is meaningless, I can put meaning into it
Well,
by enjoying it.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
That's the first time that I think you said, you know, existence is meaningless in like a long time.
Well, about one episode.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But no, it really did. It improved the quality of life, man.
Yeah.
You just don't feel like you're always on the edge, you know? And it's nice. And I'm, you know, I don't overdose.
This whole time, silently, I've been egging Josh on to smoke weed, and he's finally doing
You
it.
did the like, come on, bitch, move to him a minute ago. Like you chest puff, dude.
You know, normally you don't get that. Like, that's the thing I always push in school. Like, dare, just say no to drugs. And they always show commercials like dudes like, gonna like, smoke this weed. Like,
Yeah.
no, that's never how it is. Like, hey, man, you want this? And you go, no, thanks. They go, okay, cool. And that's
All right,
really
fine.
what it is.
Totally.
Dylan is still a no.
That's all right.
That's all right.
But yeah, it's crazy, and I can't believe it's happening in Oklahoma of all places. Like before Texas.
Yeah, like we didn't get it last. Weird.
No, we
Texas.
finally did something before Texas.
Hey guys, you know why it's so windy in Oklahoma?
Why?
Because Texas sucks and Kansas blows.
I heard that on a school bus as a kid.
Sick.
All right. I'm taking that one putting it right here in the pocket. I'm going to use that tomorrow at work somewhere.
Tattoo that on your heart, boys.
So how long have you had your card?
Like a month.
Okay. How many times have you been to the dispensary?
Like more than I'd want to admit to you.
How many days are in a month?
Are you a regular by this point? When you walk in, they go, Randy!
I mean, yeah, shout out to Rabbit Hole. Like,
Is that your favorite?
yeah, I like Rabbit Hole. It's the old Payless on 23rd and Villa. Like, it's good. Like,
There's like 3 right in that little area.
But I just went to this place just now before I got here called Tree Life. And we're smoking Purple Punch from Tree Life. Shout out to Tree Life. It was cool as hell. Honestly, you walk into this weird little hallway and then you go into this room. And they had like sort of like a smaller amount of shit than like some other places, but everything they had was like top quality, good ass strains and like juices and shit. Like it was fucking like good, and the price was like unfucking beautiful.
Yeah. Well,
shout out to Tree Life,
our new sponsor, actually. Maybe, I don't know.
That would be fucking. You guys should get dispensary sponsors. Why not? I bet they're thirsty. You know?
I'm gonna slide them a thumb drive with this episode on it.
Oh, dude.
In our email. Like,
that's a super good point. I mean, like with
sponsor
all the new
Chat Piles Tour dispensary.
yeah, dude.
With like all these dispensaries just like popping up and like having to compete with other ones. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could totally find a sponsor.
What's dope though is like going around to all these different ones. It's awesome when you find a little gem, because like some of the ones look really nice or hip, you know, like there's a lot of like exposed brick and like wood and stuff, but then you'll find one that's like, it looks like a piece of shit from the outside, but you go in, it's like, damn, these people know what's up.
Totally.
Yeah.
There's one up in Edmond, and the thing that I think that Oklahoma hasn't figured out quite yet is the edible game.
Yeah,
but I found a gem. I found one up in Edmond, and you can get a 15-pack of 20 milligram gummy bears. So I'll eat a half of one.
Nice.
For $20.
Hell yeah.
And that's
dope.
Cheap.
Yeah.
When like most places are like 10 for $60 or some shit like that. It's like, damn, that's a lot of money. But these are like, and they're rad. Like, I'm coming back here. And it was so unassuming from the outside. It's in a strip mall. It's tiny. There's not a cool sign or any lights or anything like that. It's just like, hey, we're open now. Come on in. And I'm like, that's where I'm going for that from now on.
Hell yeah.
It's sick.
Keeping it a secret.
I know
Keep
that
down on the down
Jonah works at one, but I don't know which one he works at, but he loves working there.
I'm sure it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to one where like a dude's like strapped though? Like behind the counter?
The one I just went to, the dude is dressed. I was like, whoa, is there like a cop behind there? I was like, no, it's like it said security pretty plainly, but just like from my periphery, I was like, wow, he looks like a cop kind of. But I mean, he was like a nice guy. I mean, I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
I went down, actually, oh man, there is one. I need to find out what this place was, because like I went there once, but I've obviously smoked weed since then, you know, but it was like kind of down like on the edge of like downtown or something. And they straight up did have like 2 like huge security dudes with like, and they had, I believe there were guns. Maybe not. I got scanned for guns. That's what it was.
Dang.
Wow.
They had a wand. And I was like, really? I'm like, okay. You know, I'm just like, I'm wearing like cut off jeans right now and like a t-shirt. It's like, clearly I don't have like,
Right.
Where
You're not
do you
screaming.
think I'm putting this?
You're not screaming Second Amendment
gun,
or
let alone miniguns. That
Yeah,
would necessitate
dude,
an
that's a
entire rack. Yeah. But whatever. So that was strange. But hey, well, I don't give a shit. The place had incredible cartridges that they make. So
That's cool.
whatever. Like, yeah.
Would you say, since you got your card, that what's your preferred method of medicating yourself?
And actually, sorry. Oh, I bought the cartridges a lot lately, but I'm just like, flour is like, you know, we grew up on it.
Right.
That's like,
it's what I know.
that's what
Okay,
I like.
can I
I've been
say
doing
this, though?
cold brew and stuff.
So all
like,
this-
too.
There's
like,
been a lot of new weed verbiage. When I was younger and we smoked weed, we didn't call that a flower.
Right. It was just weed.
It's just weed. And people say flower.
But that was before cartridges.
But when they say flower, I'm
and
thinking
shatter and
right and all that
and
shit,
like all
dabs.
that.
When I hear flower, someone talk flower, I don't know what it is. I know what it is, but my mind immediately thinks FLOUR. It's like a pile of flour.
No, that's like Scarface.
I know.
Yeah.
But that
Movie cocaine.
it sounds like one of those fucking nicknames for cocaine.
Right.
Flower. Like I just heard a new one. Whitney's one for cocaine now.
Whitney, because White.
Well,
Whitney
White,
Houston?
and then I guess they say Whitney Houston.
Oh, Whitney.
I thought you just smoked it, but
Gotcha.
that's whatever. Anyways,
Yeah.
Sad story. One of the greatest performers of all time.
right?
Drowned in the bathtub? Mm-hmm. I think she drowned in the
Yeah,
bathtub.
Isn't that what happened to Dolores O'Riordan from Cranberries?
Yep.
Too.
She was in the tub?
It was like alcoholism. She drowned. I thought it was like, I assumed it was cancer or something. I read it was like, no, it was just like an accident. It was like, fuck. That's sad, man.
Dude, okay.
I hate that shit, you know? Two of my favorite vocalists of all time, Whitney Houston and Dolores O'Riordan. Fuck that, man.
Dude, Kate, I know you're listening. Stop falling asleep in the bathtub. It freaks me the fuck out.
Don't.
Yeah,
it
man.
freaks me
Don't do
out,
that.
man.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
She'll be like, I fell asleep in the tub. And I'm like, you could have died.
Did you
Yeah.
not see Nightmare on Elm Street, man?
I don't want you to
Maybe
die.
Make her wear. Make her request. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know,
give her
sorry.
those-
yeah.
But like request or be like buy her or be like, hey, I don't know, you know,
Arm floaties.
I
Give her
don't
the
know.
shitty
How can I
arm
say this
floaties.
without sounding like fucking offensive, like you know what I mean. But like a floaty, yeah, for her neck. Or something. Well, maybe we should just make one. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
market that. Like, hey, it's safe to fall asleep in the bathtub.
Yeah,
now
it's like-
because we have a fucking neck floaty thing.
Is your girlfriend or wife falling asleep in the tub? We got the answer for you.
Or you know,
Yeah,
whatever.
No, we're
Yeah.
figuring out the algorithm for sleepy girlfriends. I'm like,
If
we're
you
going
have
to
a
market
neck
it, baby.
and
Yeah.
you like falling asleep in the bathtub, like fucking come on.
Yeah, we'll keep you alive.
Animals too. You could whoever
Comes with the sticky. You can put a beer coaster on it. It's
Yeah.
like plop, plop, sticks
right-
on there for your wine glass or and then an ashtray for your joints or cigarettes or whatever. If you're one of those people that pass out in the bathtub.
Oh my god!
I mean, I feel like there's no better place for
I'm-
you to
I'm sorry,
fall
I'm thinking
asleep
ahead.
smoking
Thinking ahead.
cigarettes than in the bathtub.
Yeah.
smoking cigarettes in the bathtub.
Yeah,
you
that's
guys
the-
take baths? Do you take baths?
I don't.
I'm not a bathman.
I am.
Yeah.
I take baths, I would say 90% of the time.
Really?
I love a good bath, dude.
Have you ever smoked a cigarette in a bathtub?
Yeah. I don't smoke anymore, but
Right, but
back
when
when I
you did?
smoked, yeah, I would smoke a cigarette.
Did you
in
just
the bathtub.
ash right outside of the tub, or did you
Yeah.
have like
I usually have like
a thing?
like an ashtray or
I'm
something.
not a bath man.
No?
It takes me a lot to. I showered before I came here, and I was like, I begrudgingly did it. I hadn't showered for like 3 days.
Yeah.
I was like,
Fuck,
yeah.
I got something to do.
Yeah, I was like, should not wear these jeans that I've been wearing,
Yeah.
whatever, you know. But
I love
Yeah.
a good bath, man.
it just
You like
reminds me of
you soak it in.
Yeah.
a long time ago. My friend, when I became friends with Atlee and Brian for the first time, they're both like bath boys, you know. And I was like, that is like so Young Guns, because I was watching Young Guns all the time, and they take like like. You know, in that movie, they like
Yeah,
take
the
a
cowboy
or
bath. You're
whatever.
in that little tub, and
Yeah.
then you
You
got
got
the
the
legs.
brush.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
got the
know,
brush.
I don't know why
Yeah.
I brought this up, guys, but I just think like I don't know. I was just thinking like that is so Young Guns of you, you know, to like
Bath
be
boys.
into baths.
Well, now
Yeah.
every time I take a bath, I'm going to think of Young Guns. So
Yeah.
thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem. Young Guns is a fucking great movie.
Great movie. I rewatched that recently, and man, aside from the soundtrack, which has nothing to do with the 1800s, it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love the anachronistic like music and shit, and then like, but it's like also hyper violent. Like Emilio Estevez shoots a dude point blank range in the face, and blood splatters all over Kiefer Sutherland's face, and it's like. You know, it's just like,
Right.
what?
Yeah.
Like, it's like really fucking violent
And
for like
traumatic.
It
that
was
movie. Yeah.
A superstar cast of like young
Yeah.
actors. Like they're all great. Dude, I know it's in a song, but the regulator speech is still fucking one of the greatest lines in
Hell
cinema
yeah.
history.
And also used in Regulate.
Regulate.
Oh, I
from the Above the Rim soundtrack. Sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
I never knew that was from Young Guns.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Regulators.
Yeah.
Mount up. Yeah.
Dude, now I'm going to have to go back and watch it just for that 10 seconds.
Young Guns 1 and 2 are both fucking good.
What were the hits from Young Guns? Do you remember the soundtrack at all?
Well,
Bon Jovi.
It's like,
Wanted Dead or Alive? Was that in there?
well, I think Wanted Dead or Alive is like people think it's from that, and
Right.
it seems like by all rights it should be, but it's actually not somehow.
Right, but Bon Jovi did do
I want to
this.
say it's called Blaze of Glory
Blaze
or
of-
something.
Going out gonna blaze the glory.
like
Yeah, I
he
remember
did
that.
both movies. So maybe by part 2 they are just straight up using Wanted Dead or Alive. But dude, part 2 posits that Billy the Kid actually lived and was an old man and told this reporter like in the 20s his whole tale.
Jason Priestley, right?
Part 1 is like a linear movie that is like an origins. It almost feels like an origin story where like you meet each of the boys, because it's not just about Billy the Kid. It's about like him and all of the regulators who were basically like dispossessed from their land after their master was killed. This guy that took them in or whatever, and they like seek revenge and then become outlaws and stuff. But this is like before Billy the Kid becomes an outlaw. And like, but then part 2, and it just sort of like it builds and ends like a normal story. But then part 2 is like, has this bookend part where Emilio Estevez is wearing old man makeup.
Oh,
like
no.
fucking little big man. And he's
Yeah.
like, well, I once was a gunfighter, you know? And it's like, tell me more. And then like, you know, he's like writing his story. He's like, the reporter's like furiously writing his notebook.
And it's just a series of
Yeah.
flashbacks
He's like,
that make the movie.
well, it happens only at the beginning, and then by the end of the movie, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot that we were doing this, you know?
Gotcha.
But Young Guns 2 is great.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch the
I'm
original.
somewhat of a Young Guns expert and
tell you what.
mobsters.
I'll watch the first one. If I like it, maybe I'll dip in the
Okay,
second one.
Randy,
You
can I
will.
ask you a question?
I
Dip a
promise you
toe
will.
in.
So you're a movie buff.
Yes.
You like both of the Young Guns movies.
I'm buff and I'm into movies.
Yeah.
So have you heard of a movie called Teresa's Tattoo?
No.
Okay. Teresa's Tattoo is a movie that was written and directed by what's her name? We just sang her song, Melissa Etheridge's wife.
Mm-hmm.
But it stars everyone from the Young Guns.
Who is Melissa Etheridge's wife?
I don't know, but it's a shitty B movie, but it's one of those that I used to rent all the time.
Yeah.
That my family loved. If you can find it, Teresa's Tattoo.
Well, show
it's
me that name is familiar. So if I saw the video cover, I bet like I know what you're talking
It's-
about.
it's
at
a great
least, but,
movie.
like, I'm sorry, I'm not up on the mic. No.
You good?
so it has
Linda Wallum or
Yeah.
Tammy Lynn Michaels?
Just show me what the VHS cover.
well,
looked
this
like.
isn't the VHS cover. This is a different cover. The other cover had a VW Beetle on it. So you got.
No idea what that is.
So the guy who did the regulator speech in the movie,
Mm-hmm.
he plays this bumbling sidekick to a bad guy. Who is the Native American?
Lou Diamond
Lou Diamond
Phillips.
Phillips
Yeah.
plays the main bad guy. He's fucking the best role I've ever seen him do.
Is this like
in
a
this
fake
movie.
Tarantino movie, basically?
Kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of what it
Ish,
seems
but it was like
yeah.
1990. It's cheesy as fuck. It's funny as shit. Teresa's Tattoo, torrent it, whatever the fuck. Just watch it. It's funny as shit.
Dope.
Yeah.
Josh presents, man.
Yeah.
deep,
Do
deep cuts from J Dog over here.
Maybe you find it at Free Blockbuster.
Hey, dude, I
Jesus,
am
if you
totally
can.
gonna check it out. I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's
so-
super funny.
Well,
There's-
now that cover is burned into my mind forever.
but
I'm never gonna unsee that.
I'm gonna find another one. But you guys keep
Teresa's
talking.
Tattoo. No, that's a different cover, I'm sure. Like, look, just type in Teresa's Tattoo VHS. Sorry.
So real quick, I turned Shutter on in the background the other day, and just like it has that like TV channel thing that you can do that it just like plays random stuff, and it's just like if you were watching like cable television. And I only caught this scene because we were about to record. Street Trash was playing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the scene where they cut a dude's dick off and like play keep away in a fucking
A junkyard.
junkyard. And I was like, this is the movie that Randy has been trying to get me to watch
Yeah.
for months.
I love it, man. It's a great movie.
I was like, whoa, oh my God. Like, this is so fun. And the work that they did on that fake dick
Yeah.
was amazing. It's like, yep, this is a perfect penis.
Mm-hmm.
Like, perfect representation of a penis.
Of a fake dick.
Truly.
What movie was this?
Street
Trash.
Trash.
Okay, I've never seen that. Was it a theatrical release or was this a?
Oh my God. Basic, barely in the 80s too.
So am I wrong that there was a penis in RoboCop that was shot, right?
Well, yeah.
And they showed the dick
And
out.
I love that part, man. I love like cackling punks that are like trying to like, they're like gleefully committing like heinous crimes like rape and murder and stuff, and like, ha 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 ha, they're just like laughing. Because they're like
One of them like breaks a
they're
bottle.
like punks,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
And there's always
it's just
that
like
Weasley
so
one.
funny, and then RoboCop shoots that guy in the dick,
And a dick like
through
exploded.
her skirt. No, it's through her skirt, so you don't really see
okay.
it. Like,
I thought there was like I remember seeing like a dick get shot and explode in something, and I don't know what the fuck it was.
shit.
Well, either way, it sounds like a classic Weenie scene, and I want to go around the table maybe.
Weenie scene?
And
The taint, maybe,
And,
the dick explosion, maybe.
maybe we could name our favorite Weenie scene from a movie, because I've already got mine.
Weenie.
Like a dick in a movie?
Yeah, but you see the penis, like the
Oh.
bare penis.
Kevin Bacon and Wild Things comes to mind just because it's like, whoa, Kevin Bacon's dick is in this movie.
He's got some bacon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got a hog.
Yeah, hog. Shit, yeah.
Kevin the Hog Bacon.
Yeah. I see now why they call him Kevin Bacon, because he has some hogs in the stable.
More like
All right.
6 inches of
Oh,
Kevin
hog.
Bacon.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh.
Got a lot of bacon bits over
Oh,
here.
shit. 6 inches of Kevin. Man, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good
All
material,
right,
Robbie.
I'll kick it off. Thanks,
Yeah.
man. Working on it.
I feel like that should be the title of this episode.
No.
6 inches of Kevin Bacon.
Maybe I gotta write it down. One of my favorite Weenie scenes, classic Weenie scene, is something about Mary when he zips up his balls.
Oh, the Frank of Beans.
Yeah, the Frank-
How'd you get the beans above the Frank?
No,
Best line.
no, he goes, "Is it the Franks or the beans?"
No,
and then
you're right. How'd you get the beans above the Frank?
You're right.
Frank the Beans. Jason Segel forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Is there a Weenie scene?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, famous, like, he does, like, he pleads
long
with her.
weenie scene?
Hold it for a
She's, like,
second.
breaking up with him, and he's like, no, don't break up with me, and he's, like, naked.
That's what makes it great.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
breakup scene, but he's totally nude the whole time.
All right.
It's great.
I have to go
rough.
back and watch it.
You haven't seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
I'm gonna make a compilation
It's a good one.
of
Weenie
Oh no,
scene?
I've seen it. It's just been forever. I'm gonna make a compilation of classic Weenie scenes and upload it to YouTube with like mosaic over everything.
Yeah.
Sweet. Fuck yeah,
It'd
man.
be great. You got
Nice.
a Weenie scene, Dylan?
You
You already mentioned street trash, but
right, but
Which is a great weenie scene.
it is a great weenie scene. I feel like I can't really
Great
say much
Peen
about
scene.
Peen Scenes.
that movie though, because I haven't watched it. I'm just like, that's the only scene
You
that I've
should.
seen.
You've had my DVD for fucking long
I
enough.
know. I'm gonna watch it.
it's like when I
Fucking-
had your what was it,
I tell you
Goodfellas?
what, when I work with this guy, stuff of mine would go missing all of a sudden, and like 9 times out of 10,
are
he'd
you
fucking
se-
have it.
you
He'd be the thief.
lying sack of shit, dude. He
Stole my sunglasses
Oh
one
my!
time.
No, you put your sunglasses on top of the hat you were wearing, and then when you couldn't find them, blamed me.
Man, Randy, I think you might have
then,
had
like,
too much medicine.
the other,
Hey,
and then
hey,
like the
man.
other week, he
It's
was
his
like,
word against mine.
he was like,
I'm
"Where
a
are my
34-year-old
cigarettes?"
man. He is 25. So who do you believe, officer?
"Well,
not a
you're
court
lying
of
because
law.
I'm 26,
Oh.
fibbing already."
Fibbing.
Fibonacci sequence.
Dylan's the mayor of Fibber Island.
Oh, okay.
I've got another Weenie scene on deck here,
I
guys.
do
Come on.
too.
Randy, hit
Give
me
me
with
some weenie scenes.
Well, you hit me with one, man. Hit
I'll
me with your
you.
Weenie scene.
Wait, hit you with the weenie scene?
I'm gonna give you my weenie
All right,
scene.
all right, you got it.
I want one.
The weenie scene in Mandy is the most uncomfortable weenie
Never
scene.
seen it.
Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's a good weenie scene,
so,
man.
pretty much. So Linus Roach, who is playing like the
Who was Batman's dad in Batman Begins?
there you go. He's also the cult leader, and Mandy is just standing there while everyone is tripping on LSD way hard. And that scene is like 3 minutes, and he's
Yeah.
just standing there, dick out, just like trying to get like Mandy, like just trying to like, I guess, impress her as she's like tripping real hard because he's about to fuck her. And while he's just standing there with this monologue, dick out, you're just like, what is going to happen? And then she laughs at him for a long time. Just like the only time you see that character laughing. And it's just like so brutal. And so, yeah,
He
fuck
fucking
you.
deserved. Fuck
Oh,
that guy.
100%.
Man.
Fuck that dude.
He's got a
And
tiny weenie, man.
Yeah, she laughed at his
Crazy
short
weenie
old
scenes.
dick. And it was good.
I got a weenie.
All right, you got a Weenie scene?
Viggo Mortensen, Eastern Promises.
Ooh, fuck yeah, dude. Bring in the noise.
It's a great weenie
Also,
scene. So
I'm going to say special mention to Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent and Terrence Howard.
shit.
Which ripped off that scene in Eastern Promises.
Have you
Go
seen
ahead,
Eastern
my
Promises?
friend.
I have not.
So Viggo Mortensen plays this. He's in the Russian mafia, and he's in the sauna this Russian fucking sauna, and he's totally nude, as you would be, and the people attempt to kill him. So there's a fight scene in a sauna, just dicks a-blazing.
Sick.
It's the climax of the movie.
Yeah, it's a... Dude,
It's better than a fight scene in a cold pool.
it's a right. It's a great scene, great movie.
You got that Turkish taffy just
That
swinging
was probably the
around.
only reason he agreed to it. Is like, we're gonna be in a hot sauna. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Nothing cold, right? And I'm sure before it's like, hold, give me a second. Just
Yeah,
fluff it up.
You got to chub up a little
Fluff
bit.
it up a little bit.
Randy, you got a weenie scene?
I don't know, man.
All right, I'll go again.
Go ahead.
My final weenie
Give me
scene.
a weenie scene.
Porky's, man. When they put the dick through the hole in the bathroom wall,
yeah.
and the big lady comes over and grabs it.
Well, that
And you
is
can
sort
see
of
like
what-
the head come through.
That is what Street Trash is like satirizing, though. It's like he
Oh, really?
sticks it, like he's peeing and he pees on like the leader of like the king bum, crazy man. And so he like pulls his dick through the hole and cuts it off with his like bone knife.
So it's an homage.
Yeah, and then
homage.
they throw it and play keep away.
I don't know why I keep having these like visions of
Porky's.
like comedies, like 90s comedies that would just show an old man's tiny dick or a gross dick just as like a flash joke.
Yeah.
And
I
don't-
got another dick scene. Sorry.
Weenie
Go ahead.
scene.
Weenie scene.
Jesus. This is
Why do
for
I think that?
kids,
Okay, why do I think
you
for some reason?
motherfucker.
Okay,
Did
my
Kingpin
bad.
have a weenie scene?
Did Kingpin have a weenie scene?
Kingpin seems like the kind of movie, or any
Daredevil?
Farrelly brothers that would have
King,
like.
oh, okay. I see what you mean. I
feel like
thought you were talking about
at the
Michael
end of
Clark
Ben
Duncan
Affleck.
and
I'm
Ben
sure some
Affleck's
Farrelly
Daredevil.
Brothers movie had
I was
a
like,
dick
God,
in it.
I wish there would have been a fucking weenie scene. And
In IMAX 3D.
Ben Affleck's dick.
The
no, Michael Clark Duncan's dick. Have some respect.
R.I.P. motherfucker.
We're talking about
R.I.P.
Kingpin.
All right, Dylan, what was yours?
Kingpin.
scariest. I got the scariest weenie scene that I've ever seen.
Oh, we can talk. I
No,
got
thanks to all thanks to Randy, and I just only talk about this movie now. But the end scene of Sleepaway Camp.
Spoiler. Jesus. Some people haven't seen that movie.
Spoilers for a 40-year-old movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not 40, bitch.
Sleepaway Camp's a
That
40-year-old
movie
movie.
came out in like 84.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a little weenie hidden away in just a bush, just the
Robin's egg in a
darkest,
nest.
most tangled bush,
Right.
And everything else that goes on in that scene is fucking terrifying.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
Okay.
real good.
All right. Randy, what's yours?
Tetsuo the Iron Man. It's about this guy who wakes up and he has like this crazy pimple on his face and he pops it and it bleeds profusely and like metal starts protruding from his flesh and he is becoming like a metal trash monster and his dick becomes like a fucking huge like power drill thing.
Oh, boy.
But his girlfriend
Tight.
sees it and then she like sits on it and
All
what
right.
happens? Like what do you think will happen happens?
That sounds
and
like
it's
that movie Teeth.
horrific.
Yeah.
Well, but this is
like
Japanese. This is
reverse.
a Japanese movie.
Oh, okay.
guys.
Okay. So it's way
It's
weirder.
a different kind of movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the best movies I've ever seen, but it's extremely it's surrealism and like extremely disturbing.
All right.
But that is like a horrific weenie scene. Excuse me. 'Cause
Keep it
I
soft.
know
Gotta keep it
children
soft.
are listening to
That's
this.
right.
Yeah.
We gotta
A
keep
weenie
it
scene.
clean as a motherfucker.
I think that's a great, mini ep of weenie scenes. Yeah.
Tetsuo the Iron Man. It's an art film, guys. I'm not recommending something like horrible or
Right,
whatever.
right.
It's like
Yeah.
it's on Canopy.
It's a
all
piece
right?
of cinema.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, we got to wrap it up, guys. We're already at an hour and a half.
Speaking of weenies, wrap it
Wrap
up.
it up.
Nice.
I'm talking about the food wiener wrap. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always
Weenie
about
scenes?
safe sex, though.
Safe sex.
Yeah. Wrap it up.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, guys, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
You got any closing thoughts, Randy? This is your moment, man.
This is my moment. Well, I feel like we had a lot of fun today.
I do too.
guys.
It
Great
flew
time.
by.
It's always a pleasure to be able to come on. I really appreciate you letting me come on. I think everyone should check out Chat Pile EP, maybe?
And where can they find
You
that?
can find that at chatpile.bandcamp.com, and you can also find other stuff by me at randyrules.bandcamp.com. That's RULZ, randyrules.bandcamp.com. But first, please go to chatpile.bandcamp.com. And,
Little preview for you there.
I just download the fucking thing, But listen to it even, whatever. I don't give a fuck, man, Smoke weed, have fun, live your life. Don't smoke weed if you don't want to. I don't give a fuck.
That's the best fucking slogan for weed. That whole thing.
Yeah. I like including the chat pile
like,
stuff.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for stopping
Thank you,
by,
Randy.
man.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Boys.